The show obviously always ends with Freebird, one of the earliest compositions of Alan Collins,
Right.
the one that the record company didn't want, They didn't want it on the album. People didn't think anybody would play it due to its length, but it's just one hell of a sign-off. There are very few bands that have this conclusion to a show where you finish on such a massive...
Well, it goes to show you what record companies know.
Nothing.
I mean,
always got a kick out of an A&R guy,
who
says, "Oh, well, this is not a song, and I don't like this or whatever." I'm like, "How many instruments do you play?"
Yeah, I mean, what a miscalculation, and they're right there. In essence, is a true Freebird is really a true love song.
Yeah, that's one of the love songs.
Yeah.
There's only about two. I Need You.
Yeah,
and Freebird. Really is as far as lyrics go.
Wasn't it Al Cooper that insisted you put the organ?
Yeah, I believe so. Al,
the
you know
front
what?
end?
Al was great for Skynyrd. He came into Atlanta, and but you know what? He never wanted to record Simple Man.
No.
They kicked him out of the studio and said, "We're recording it with or without you." And but he was great for Skynyrd, and because he had the Sounds of the South label, which was distributed through MCA, and gave them their big break. So and he was great, and they loved Al.
The performances all round on this gig at the Ryman were outstanding from start to finish. When you look at it now, where do you pitch this in terms of your live performances that you've done over many, many years? Was there a feeling that it was one of the best?
I don't know. We've done so many live things but it's the moment in time to me, and the guests that came, and the friendship and the audience. The Ryman's very small, and it was built for an acoustic guitar and somebody singing country music. But it's not for us to come in there as a loud band. We were worried about that and capturing it. And but those were our true fans that came there. Small audience, great night, the moment in time. And for me personally, I haven't really thought about, was it our best live performance or whatever, but I know for me personally, it probably means more than any that we've ever done.
Yeah, absolutely. Just because of what night it was.
Yeah.
And with Gary being there, it was probably
and Dale was there, his daughter was there, Mary. It was an interesting night, and when things like that are happening, I don't think you soak it in, but then after the moment, you go, wow, and this is one of those wows.
As we know, Gary passed away months later, but in those last exchanges over that time, he made it clear, I want our music to endure. This is after you suggested packing it in and finishing it, and his message is very simple. It's just, you got to keep playing the songs.
Yeah, he called me and he told Ricky the same thing. And said, you know what, Charlie's gone, Charlie Daniels, the Allman Brothers gone. And he said, hey, I spent my life since, but even before the plane crash, Skynyrd was everything to him. But after the plane crash, I think he felt a responsibility to carry on what Ronnie and Alan and him started. Mm-hmm. And he said, you know what, I don't want to see this music go away. And for me, myself, Ricky was there in the early days. Mm-hmm. I've been here almost 40 years. It seems like 40 seconds. And for him to say that to me, I knew that after he passed, and also what Dale said about going and playing that gig, that it was the right thing to do. And you know what? I seen some fan the other night, and he came up, and it was we were in Italy, and he said, "Thank you so much for keeping this going, because I've never seen the band live, and tonight I have my dream come true."
Yeah.
What a great thing! What a great thing!